Guys, welcome to the Gankpad AMA. We have Marcel representing the team. Just a reminder, AMAs are never endorsements. They are a chance for this wonderful community to ask questions, and nothing here is ever financial advice. Marcel, tell us about Gankpad.
So yeah, thank you guys for having me today, and thank you for everybody that's attending the AMA right now. So about Gankpad, it's the idea came a few months ago, when we met with the team and started talking about our crypto patient basically in the market, the current market, and we've really seen that in the market at that time, and even right now, there wasn't any kind of complete solution regarding metaverse projects and play to earn games. A solution that really provided high potential projects and projects that were 100% safe and not scams. So we've seen the market fit there, and we've decided to start working on Gankpad. So Gankpad is basically a whole ecosystem on its own. We have a few utilities, but our main utility is that we're the first ever metaverse land distribution launchpad that focuses on mainly high potential and high quality projects. So let me run that up again. Basically, we're a launchpad that really focuses on bringing to the table some valuable projects to our investors, and projects that are basically have a high potential, have a real market fit, basically. So we're also have our metaverse. So our metaverse is basically a land. It's called the Gankverse, where every single project that is featured on our launchpad will have a kind of an embassy in that metaverse. So that will be a kind of a social platform, a Web3 social platform for investors and people that are interested in play to earn games and metaverse projects and all these kind of things to meet up and start talking to each other, visit some project and another, and yeah, hang out with each other. I hope I made myself clear. We have other features, of course, that I think we will cover during this AMA.
Well, let's start with the metaverse real quick here, just because that's what you're talking about. So the metaverse itself, I mean, what is the platform that you're using to for us to interact?
So the metaverse is currently still in development. So we will be able to launch our alpha version on the phase 2 of the roadmap. So in a few weeks. So the metaverse is really like a social platform for the investors to meet and to talk about their favorite projects or favorite play to earn games. They'll also be able to run and to walk from a game to another in the same metaverse. It's really like a little town with embassies of each single project we feature on our launchpad.
Okay, so I guess let's just get to the basics before we get a little bit more into what we call the utility of this project. So you guys have a live pink sale link right now. How much are you trying to raise? And then let's talk about your tokenomics and all that fun stuff.
So we're looking forward to raising, for now our soft cap is 220 BNBs. So obviously we're looking into raising at least that amount. Then whatever comes after that is beneficial. About the tokenomics, our token have taxes back and forth on buys and sells, which is 7%, which from 5% goes to the marketing and development wallet, and 2% goes to the liquidity pool. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think Akila's got disconnected or something.
I'm sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So I meant for tokenomics more like what is the allocation of what's going to your pink sale launch? Are you guys holding any tokens for future things? Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Marcel?
yeah. No, we
You're
can
on.
hear you.
Oh, sorry. I was just talking with a muted mic. Can you hear me now, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
So as I said, our soft cap for the pre-sale is 220 BNBs. The max owner receive on this one, the the liquidity percentage is 61%.
Okay. I'm also looking at your token allocation, and it's showing me that 37% is unlocked. Locked is 28%, and you guys are only putting 21% to the pre-sale, and then the rest of liquidity. So what is that about?
So the 37% unlocked is basically the tokens that are going to be claimable by the people that bought on our private sale and our other fundraising sales phases. So yeah, that's what it is for.
So 37% of the supply is going to a private sale. How many holders do you have?
So we've had two sales. We've had a seed sale and a private sale. Obviously, they're vested, but yeah, the tokens are on the two two phases contracts, so they can claim them. So that's why it appears as unlocked.
Okay. What is your vesting schedule for the private sale, and how many private sellers do you have that have already bought in?
So right now we've had two phases. So both phases are vested the same way, which is 50% TGE, then 20% on the first month, 20% on the second month, then 10% on the last month.
Okay. How much money did you raise in total from the private sales?
So far, we've raised 125 BNBs plus 220 BNBs. So it's 335 BNBs so far. 45, sorry, BNBs.
Okay. That is a huge amount of holders to launch with 21% going to a pre-sale. So more or less, just to make sure I understand, it's 220 BNB. You said, forgive me, I think 100 BNB. And now you're trying to raise another 220 BNB. Why do you guys need this much money?
So obviously, where we need this much money is because we have, as I said earlier, we have few features such as the insurance. So I don't know if I mentioned the insurance, but basically the insurance is a utility we have that ensures every single purchase of our investors if one of the projects we feature on our launchpad turns out to be a scam. So that's one of the reasons we needed to raise a little bit more funds because we needed to have a positive treasury on our insurance fund. One more reason why we're raising more funds is obviously we've had we want to raise more funds than this that what we're doing right now. We just have to change plans due to the current market conditions. So yeah.
Okay, so you haven't really given us the whole rundown, I guess. There's a launch pad coming. Why don't you tell me all of the utilities, the grand vision of this project, and then I'll ask more questions.
Okay, so basically the grand vision of the project is we have a metaverse that's coming. We have already functioning launchpad that have already launched a very successful project that I think all of you guys know here, which was Sleep to Earn project. So they've held their private sales on our launchpad, and people that have bought Sleep to Earn on our launchpad have been up more than 25x on their investment after their pre-sales fair launch. So we have a functioning launchpad that works and that already featured a very a very successful project. Uh, we have the staking, obviously. The staking is there because we have allocations, we have tiers for allocations for our next ICOs we feature. So people would need to stake their Gank tokens in order for them to get allocation in the next ICO.
Okay. So I'm looking at the website. I see you have NFTs. I see you guys have the Launchpad. But I can't view the Launchpad. That's how would I view the previous projects that you guys have had on there?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Oh, no, forgive me. It's under the access Launchpad function. Okay, I got it. So I guess tell me about the Launchpad. You need Gank to operate on it, or anyone can launch a coin on here?
Really, not really. Anyone can launch. As I said, we're very focused on the quality of the project we feature on our Launchpad, and we really make sure that before featuring a project on our Launchpad, it really has a market fit and something to a value added to the market. So nobody basically in order for a dev to launch on Gankpad, he would need to send us a request through our website on the Get Featured section, and we would need to vet the project through a whole vetting process we have before featuring it on our Launchpad.
What would that vetting process be like exactly? So let's say I'm a developer. I want to launch with you guys. What do I
do? The vetting process is we go through a lot of things. So it goes from the security check of the background of the team. It goes as well from a security check of the smart contracts and the blockchain development side. Obviously, we see the sustainability of the project, and obviously as well we check if the project has a real market fit.
Okay. And are you guys doing KYCs or anything along those lines with the developers?
Yeah, we do not. We do not feature any project that's not fully doxed to us, at least in private.
Okay. So you were talking about insurance. Exactly how does that work? So let's say you have a project that raises 200 BNB for their, ICO. They They just rug it, right? So now there's 200 BNB that was lost by people investing in it. Are you guys going to be refunding the full amount?
So, this scenario is very likely not to ever happen, knowing our think process. But yeah, in theory, that's how it would work. If it happens to we have to have a rug pull on our Launchpad, we would give back the whole allocations of all our investors that have purchased on the Launchpad, depending obviously on how much they're still holding and how much they sold.
Okay. All right. What are the taxes? So I get your initial raise, right? I guess that's going to support this for a certain amount of time. But what are the taxes on the coin that are going to support this in the long term?
So on the long term, we have, on the second phase of our roadmap, we will raise venture capital. So that is in the case of our expansion plan. But meanwhile, our treasury we're able to support that insurance fund basically by our last fundraising phases, and obviously by adding little by little to that treasury with our taxes.
What are those percentage-wise?
I said the treasury fund for the insurance comes obviously from the fundraising phases we've had so far, and will also get filled by the taxes.
No, I understand. What are the taxes exactly?
Oh,
Like,
the taxes are So the taxes, as I said, that's 7% back and forth. 5% of those taxes goes to marketing, development, and insurance, and 2% goes to the liquidity pool of the token to enable smooth trading.
So you're pulling it from the 5% that you guys get.
Correct.
Okay, I got you.
And once, and as I said earlier, once we reach our expansion plan, expansion phase, we will raise venture capital right before to sustain the treasury and make it comfortable.
Okay. Tell me about these NFTs I see here on the website.
So the crystal NFTs are basically NFTs. They are just all the same. There's no rarity levels or anything of the kind. They're just NFTs that their first utility right now is that they will grant access to the alpha version of our metaverse. Uh, once we release them, we will announce obviously um, other cool features we will have on the NFTs right before. So, but the main utility for the NFTs is to grant access to the alpha version of the metaverse.
Okay. So what is the price of these 2,500 NFTs to get me access to your alpha metaverse?
So the price haven't been disclosed yet, but all I can say is it's gonna be around 0.2 to 0.8 BNBs each.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else I got question-wise here. How big is your team?
So our team right now, we're core team members, and we're around 17 collaborators working as well with us.
I'm sorry, you said 15?
I said we're 5 core team members, and we have 17 people working as well on the project in freelance contracts or collaborators.
Great. You want to tell me a little bit about everyone's roles?
So the core team members, we're 5. So myself, I'm the CMO, I'm the head of marketing and public relations, basically. We have David, which is our community head and the person that takes care of basically managing the teams of moderators and community managers. We have Bradham, which is our main developer, and he's a person that have worked on in a very big gaming company, so he has a real understanding of the gaming industry. We have Petru, which is as well an incredible developer and who's helping as well with the development and some of the partnerships. And we have finally Bida, she's an incredible person who has a lot of network and a lot of connections in the Asian blockchain industry, and who's the head basically of partnerships with our Asian collaborators.
All right, all right. Let me see what else I got here. Give me a second. So the biggest thing on your website that I see here is everything is labeled play to earn. This is in reference to your metaverse, right? So what will the play to earn aspects be on that?
So the play to earn aspects on our metaverse would be that you would be able to basically flow from game to game in the same metaverse, basically. So that's where the play to earn comes. We're not focused only on play to earns. We've seen that play to earn have flowed to the lifestyle type of industry, and it's more of a do to earn right now than play to earn. So we're focusing on every innovative metaverse project or every innovative, basically gaming or do to our project right now.
Okay, but this is dependent like in the future, right? Like this isn't like a short term plan. This is a longer plan.
Uh, can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
How long will it take to have all these up and running and to have people interacting in the spaces and making money?
So the metaverse is currently in development. So as I said earlier in this AMA, the alpha version should be available in a few weeks, not longer than that.
No, that's fair. But like when the alpha comes out, like we'll be able to play to earn, or it'll just be like a test net kind of thing.
No, basically, our metaverse is not play to earn. Our metaverse is more of a social platform where every single play to earn game or metaverse project we feature on our launchpad has its own land. So people will be able to run by from land to land and go and play their favorite games directly on our metaverse, basically by accessing them on our metaverse.
Okay. Let's see what else I got. All right, so I think something that's on everyone's mind. We are in a pretty bearish market. We are seeing a bit of a reversal right now, but I have seen a lot of projects that have raised or tried to raise a lot of funds that haven't succeeded. What is your plan if you don't hit your soft cap?
So if we don't hit our soft cap, I'm very sure we will hit the soft cap. But if we happen to don't reach the soft cap, we will obviously have to do a relaunch and make another phase.
Okay, that's fair. All right, let's see what my community has for you guys. All right, from CK Selva. Oh wait, before I get there, I had one big question for you. So you have a fairly large team. Do you guys have a multi-sig wallet and do you guys have an audit?
Correct.
You do have a multi-signature wallet for all funds?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
You do have a multi-signature wallet for all funds?
Yeah, of course. Of course we do.
That's great. And have you guys been audited?
Yeah, we've been audited by a tech audit so far, and we're auditing right now our CertTech audit. So as soon as we raise funds on this phase, we'll be able to go ahead and contract our audit from CertTech.
Okay. All right. Let's jump to some of the community questions. CK Selva would like to know. CK, do you want to just ask this in VC? I'm a little confused by the question. I'm trying to get everyone unmuted so we can jump to VC questions right after that. Not yet, guys. Okay. CK, I guess you can't. Let's go to the next question.
Hello, can I ask a question?
Right after I'm done with the text questions, buddy.
All right. Because I have a lot of questions to ask. Need clarifications.
Sounds good. Lightning asked, what is the total supply? It shows 100 million on the website, but 30 million on Pink Sale.
So the total supply is 100 million tokens, but I mean the tokens for sale are only 30% as we have team tokens, we have centralized exchanges tokens, we have our advisors tokens, and we have a bunch of other places where tokens are held. Obviously, they'll be locked for a long period of time and invested for each and single allocation. But the tokens on sale are 30 million.
Okay. We'll get back into here. Okay, CK, I'm going to try to ask your question, buddy, because you're in it, but I would much rather you ask this yourself. What is the next project launching on Gankpad, and why not launch before Sleep to Earn? The hype was so great. Now they have to find a good project to simulate buy pressure for Gankpad.
Yeah, that's a good question. So we do have our next ICO ready. We will announce it in the next 12 hours. Well, the next project we're gonna feature on our launchpad is gonna be an incredible project. It's even I would say even more has more potential than Sleep to Earn. Uh, the reason why we featured Sleep to Earn before our own launch is because before going public, we really wanted to give that signal to people that we have a working product and that we've been successful already in featuring a high potential project before going public. But we do have the next ICO ready, uh, so we will announce it in the next few hours.
Okay, that's good to hear. All right, let's see the next one. Let's see, who are we going to go with next? Minstrel David, you want to just ask your questions in VC?
Yes, sir.
Okay, buddy, go ahead and do that.
All right. Thank you so much. Samuel said, thank you. This is definitely going to be one of the best projects in this space. But I have some questions, some clarifications. I did.
You just went silent.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. Are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah. So I want to ask a Marcel some questions there because I want to know what is the benefit for us that bought that went through the project during the private sale.
So basically, people that came that went in on the private sale for Gankpad
Yeah.
are obviously people. They have basically a discount. That's the main thing of a private sale, and
Yeah.
you're having a discount by accessing our private sale.
Okay.
And
Because I'm
yeah, go ahead.
trying to know the discount because I'm comparing the price between the private sale and the peak fair launch pre-sale, and I'm seeing a huge difference because I know the market has gone down because during the Gang Park private sale, I think BNB was around 390, and then right now BNB is 310, and I'm seeing a new big difference, like more than 100 units. So I just want you to clarify because I've been doing some mathematics trying to calculate my units after the pre-sale, after the Gang Park private sale. So I want you to clarify me. That's why I came on this voice chat.
So between the private sale and the Pixel Fair launch, so about the floor price of the Pixel Fair launch, there's around the 20% discount. So that's pretty it. But you have to know that the private sale is vested at 50% at launch. So yeah, you can do the math from there.
I'm not sure
Junior?
you get it.
Everyone's
What
silent.
let me finish, please. What I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is that the price of the uh, Pink Fair Lodge pre-sale is lower than the Get Park private sale. That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to know my benefit. That for me that
No,
instead,
it's the price is not low on Pixel.
because
Just
if I bought
FYI.
one BNB on the during the private sale, during the Get Park private sale, I'm getting around 48,000
So let, let me run back by the numbers. So
Yes.
on the private sale,
Yes.
one 0.3023 BNB was one gank, and right now 0.303 BNB is one gank on the pink cell for launch. So the price is
But
definitely not lower.
I think maybe you are making a mistake. I think it's 4-0 on the game pack. If I can share my
Yeah,
screen, I will.
it's 4 zeros on both. I'm sorry.
Because Peak Fair launch, it's saying 1 BNB for I think for 460 something thousand units. If you calculate
I just
Peak Fair launch,
I just invite you to run by the number again, and
yes,
if you have
if you can share your screen
we can
for us and maybe show us some
All right,
explanations.
guys, I got to say, one of my pet peeves on an AMA is we're going to let each other just speak
Yeah, 100%.
after we answer it. So, Israel, please just let Marcel address the question, and then we can ask any follow-up questions if needed.
Thank
Yes,
you.
then please, you can just share your screen and just show us the numbers. Thanks. I'm waiting.
I'm going to
Yeah,
move on to the
let's
next question.
let's move on to the next
All
question.
I
right.
believe that the
Hello. Hello,
yes,
hello.
Peter Griffin, go ahead.
Yeah, how are you doing, James? Thank you very much.
Just fine, man. How are you?
I'm fine. All right. Great project so far. I've been listening to everything everybody has been saying. So I just have a few questions. I wanted to know, given the market conditions and how they are now with a downtrend, what is the plan to provide value to investors and to hold your token value?
So that's a good question. Basically, we have a few incentives that would make people hold the token, even though the market conditions are bad. So the main, the main utility of the project is for people to stake the tokens in order for them to get allocation in the next ICO. So a huge part of people would stake their tokens. Uh, we 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 were well at launch. We know that some people would sell, so we have pretty good plan of reversing that as soon as we launch by keeping some good buying pressure over the launch. So yeah.
Okay. That's amazing. Okay. One more question, yeah?
Yeah, you're okay, buddy. Go ahead.
I All right. So, regarding the market after launch, what are the strategies that you will follow to expand the ecosystem and grow the whole project? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. So that's also a good question. So at launch, we know that we need to bring some good buying pressure if we want to keep a healthy chart. So we will eventually launch and keep going and our marketing in the next level at launch, along with some centralized exchange listings that will come as well on the first and second week of launch.
Peter Griffin, we had an error with your mic. I really hope that answers your question, buddy. All right, let's move on to, I'm going to ask one from the tech section, and then I'll get back to you guys in VC. Let us see. Oh, that's a great question. Giovanni, can people send directly to the Launchpad's pre-sale address, like we do on Pink Sale? Will they have their own audit for projects that are launching?
That's a good question. So yeah, our pre-sale contract works the same way as any other pre-sale contract. So yeah, you thing you're doing on any other launchpad. The second question, can you repeat the second question, please? I'm sorry.
Yeah, the second question is, let me make sure I read it exactly as he wrote it. One moment.
Yeah, I got it. Do we have
Okay.
an audit for the project we feature, right?
Right.
So yeah, we do audit. As I said earlier, we do have a technical audit on all the blockchain development side of every project we feature. The answer is yes.
Great. All right, let me see what the next one. So Mediocre cannot speak. in VC. Would you guys accept a project that has been audited or KYC'd somewhere else, or is it just exclusively going to be in-house?
So no, we can't obviously accept a project if the team doesn't fully dox to us, because we have some paperwork to do with the individuals we feature, just to make sure they don't do anything bad, and if they do anything bad, they're accountable for it in front of the law.
All right. Excellent. Next up, we have YU. YU, you can ask your question in VC, buddy. Go ahead. YU, you there? Okay. You DM'd me.
Angelis?
Yeah, buddy, your mic is not doing great right now, Mr. Griffin. I'm sorry, man. We got to keep you on mute. If you have any questions, please just DM them to me and I can ask them for you. No problem. All right. Next up.
Can I ask, please?
Israel? Yeah, buddy. I just need you to be polite.
Okay, I will. Just that I just need some, because I've been making research. So I just need clarification. That's just what I need, please. I just want to be clear.
Just ask the question, then let him answer it. No problem.
Okay, so I just want to know, like, how many units do we get from Genk, from those for us that both at that contributed our BNB during the pre-sale? Like, how many units can we get? Just a rough estimate, because you own the project and you did the estimate. So I just want to be clear. So thanks.
I'm not sure I understood the question well.
I don't think I understood it either.
Okay, the question is because I'm trying to say your peak fair launch unit for those who are buying right now, the units are more than those who bought during the Gankpad private sale. Like for me, I contributed to BNB during the Gankpad private sale. So I was trying to buy more during this peak fair launch, and then so I want to know the benefits I'm getting for contributing my BNB very early during your private sale.
What? You bought the private sale and you'd like to know if you can also buy the pre-sale?
No, I want to know the unit I'm getting, because the unit is very low compared to the peak fair launch.
He answered that question previously.
Well, Israel, I invite you to chat with me after the AMA, so I can really give you a full understanding of the rates and everything. Let's give the opportunity to new investors to learn about the project right now, and we'll chat later on. Okay, just send me a message and I'll attend you right after. Okay.
But I hope you get my question.
We understand the question, Israel. You're wondering the difference in price between the private sale and the pre-sale, which he answered previous to this?
Yeah, the price during the pre-sale, during the private.
All right, next question, guys.
Yeah, I'll attend them afterwards.
Let's see. Every minute I want to speak. Mitchell David, we're going to let other people ask questions. We got a vibe today, guys. What's going on?
Yo, can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. Chris, how are you? Or Ben Taylor, whoever's speaking. Go ahead.
Here, you can go first, Chris. It's good.
A gentleman. Look at that. That's the spirit that I want here. Chris, go ahead.
Okay, so go ahead. All right, thanks. I just wanted to know the estimate market cap at launch.
Great question.
So the estimate market cap will really depend on the outcome of the launch. So yeah.
Let's say you hit your soft cap, though. What will it be then?
Okay.
The market cap would be around $800,000 if we hit the soft cap. Yeah.
Okay, great. And now, Mr. Ben Taylor.
Could you just talk about the play to earn part of this a little bit again? Because I kind of missed that.
Fair. Marcel, you're on mute.
Oh yeah. So
There
so
you-
the sharing part of this is basically that we're a launchpad that's focused on high potential play to earn projects, but we're not play to earn ourselves in any kind of way.
Oh, I see. I see.
All right. Do we have any other questions?
Can I ask? Oh, I got a question.
Bishop, you go first.
Okay, all right. Now, so about you said the holders of your token will be getting some particular incentive. Now, so I want to know the proportion to which this revenue will be given back to the holders. Would it be based on the amount of tokens they hold, or it will be distributed equally?
I'm not sure I understood this question as well, but are you asking if are you asking about the projects we feature, if why how we audit them, or
No, you mentioned something earlier that holders of your token will be receiving some incentives for just holding your token.
that's the incentive is if they stake the tokens, they'll have obviously rewards with staking.
Okay, but is it based on the amount of tokens they are staking, or is just going to be distributed equally?
So yeah, I mean, it depends on how much they. I mean, the more they stake, the more they're receiving rewards. Yeah.
And your NFT a marketplace.
I'm not sure that was a full question, Mr. Bishop. What?
Your NFT utility, would it be a market space? Yeah, a marketplace for people to come and trade or stake their NFTs.
So the main reason for people to stake the tokens is they're getting allocations for the next project we feature on our launchpad. So yeah.
All right. All right. We can do a few more VC questions. Minstrel David, I'm sorry to say that this was went over in detail. I can ask your third question, but the first and second ones were pretty thoroughly covered as far as the allocation was concerned. I will ask this one. You said that in your white paper that crypto crowdfunding scams are a real threat. How do you intend to handle that? He did go over the auditing process for having people put onto the launchpad as well. But if there's anything you want to add to that, Marcel, please go ahead.
Yeah, correct. So that's our one of our main selling points is that we go through a very clear vetting process where we can't. I mean, we're incentivized to with the insurance to never feature a scam project on our launchpad. So yeah.
Great. All right. Do we have any other VC questions right now?
Yes, please. Can I ask?
You may.
Okay, thank you. With regards to the staking, will there be any minimum amount of Gankpad to stake?
There will not be any minimum amount to stake, but the first tier we're having is 25,000 ganks staked. So if you really stake for the stake to have allocation in the next ICO, the minimum you would have to stake is 25,000 gank tokens.
Okay, so it's relative to different projects to be launched in your launchpad.
So we have a tier system, and we have three tiers. So the first tier is 25,000 gank tokens staked. Second is 50,000 tokens stake, and third is 85. So depending on which tier you're in and how many tokens you've staked, you're getting more allocation or less allocation in the next ICO.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Hope that answered it. All right, let me check the section, and let's see. My man just spawned here. Lightning, I fucking love you. All right, let's see. Emmanuel Levita has a question. Allah. Yeah, whoever has one in VC, just go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, so you guys play the engine, right?
Wait, Minotaur. I just called on Emmanuel.
Oh man, thank you very much.
Oh,
How you doing?
sorry about
You are.
that.
Okay, so let's talk about your NFTs. Must I have an NFT to play the game?
There's no game, guys. What is going on today?
Oh, sorry, man, sorry. I'm actually sorry. Okay, so what are your marketing strategies? Sorry about that. What are marketing strategies to attract investors and other persons to your project, sir?
So we have, I mean, regarding our marketing strategy, we have a few streams we're looking forward to. Uh, First thing is we have we're partnered with a lot of strategic players, Asian communities such as Blogcast, BSC Daily, and I mean there are a lot. We also are conducting marketing on Twitter and Telegram as we're doing right now. So yeah, we have different streams of marketing in order for us to reach a uh, different audiences.
Okay, okay, that's awesome. So do you have any plans on listing on major exchanges?
Yeah, we do have plans to list on centralized exchanges on the first and second week of launch. But yeah, well, I invite you to stay up to date for that.
Awesome. I hope that answered your
All right.
question.
Thank you.
All right, AV Minotaur, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Okay. So you guys are here to, let's say, improve the play to earn system. Do you guys have partnerships with, let's say, trending gamers on Twitch, or maybe a big partnership that could influence your marketing? Can you just tell us if you got a good partnership in the future, and let's say your marketing strategies, because these are the major aspects of your project. If it depends, the survival of your projects depends mostly on your marketing plan. So just tell us what we are expecting in the future, please.
So I wouldn't say that the survival of our project depends on our marketing plan. I would say that we're very different. I mean, a launchpad is different from another project. So the, the main thing we need to focus on as a launchpad is really bringing valuable projects to the table. So I think by bringing high quality projects and high potential projects to the table, uh, I mean, a good product speaks for itself. I would say so. Really, our main focus is to bring good projects and high potential projects to the table, and yeah, that's our main focus. So we do
So
have
how will you
partnerships.
get the good project?
We do have partnerships, but uh, with some um, with some play to earn player. I mean, with some people that are partnered with other play to earn industry key players. So yeah, that's our main focus.
Great. I hope that answered the question. All right, brother. Thank you for being here today. If you have any closing questions, Marcel, or closing statements, now is the time, and I'll end the recording in just a minute.
So all I can say is thank you all for being here. Thank you, Achilles, for attending me here and giving me your time. Thanks for everybody for giving me their time and hearing about our project. I hope you guys liked it, and yeah, I invite you guys to check our Telegram group, check our Pixel Fairness that is live right now, and if you have any more questions, we'll be happy to attend you on our own group. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. All right. If anybody does have questions, like you just said, please, if I didn't get to them, jump in that TG and ask questions. There is a live pre-sale going on right now. All right. I'm going to end the recording.